Ever since I came to Portland 5 years ago, I've been seeing this bumper sticker that says "Keep Portland Weird." I wonder why I saw it around town so much, and it led me to ask the question, is Portland, Oregon weird? After being here this long, I have to say yes. Why? I looked around town and found 5 reasons. At first, Portland seems like any other middle-sized town. There's a million people. But one of the first things I noticed when I moved here was all the knit caps. Everyone seems to have this knit variety hat. It's an informal look, kind of like you don't really have a normal day job. Weird reason number 2. Portland loves their trees and doesn't care who knows. There are trees here everywhere. Even in the metropolitan areas, it seems like there's trees lurking not far behind. In a Portland State University study, it showed that while most urban areas in the U.S. have lost trees in the past 3 decades, land covered by trees in Portland has increased 25%. They even have trees downtown. You can call someone a tree-hugging dirt worshipper here, and they won't mind. They're proud of it. There's one thing that's just a little bit different about Portland, Oregon, and that is that one day you're going to be invited to a naked lady party. Those are parties where women swap clothes and don't mind getting naked in the process. I never even heard of naked lady parties until I moved to Portland. Now it seems like they're everywhere. I went to 2 this past week. They even have an article on naked lady parties in the Willamette Week this week. I'd like to show you what a naked lady party looks like when people get undressed, but I decided I couldn't do that to my friends. Okay, I'll just show you one picture upside down. And what is a naked lady party?
A naked lady party is where you take all the clothes that you don't want to use and you put them in a big bag, you bring them, you dump them all in the middle of the living room, and several other women are doing the same thing. And then you just dive in and find things that you want. Maybe somebody brought something that you like, so you get to try it on, see if it works, and then take it home. It's pretty cool. And then at the end, everything that's left over goes to a women's shelter or to a, maybe to the Goodwill or something like that, some good cause. So you can bring your work clothes, you can bring your underwear, you can bring. What's really fun is to make it a lingerie naked ladies party. Then they're really naked.
Well, the naked lady party's over, and a good time was had by all. This is female bonding at its best. Weird reason number 4. We lead the nation in small businesses, and some are really weird. I'm not talking about businesses with strange names. How about Velveteria? They have a collection of 1,000 velvet paintings. There's the obligatory ship, and Jesus. This store threw me for a loop. It starts out as a produce market and ends up being a little something more. A jazz cabaret. You can have jazz with your squash. And then there's Voodoo Donut. I'm sure they don't mind being called weird. I think they like it. Some of their donuts have bacon. Some of them are just X-rated. I decided to take a look in Voodoo Donut and see what was going on in there for myself. They stay open 22 hours. Why, I don't know. The proprietor tells me a story about the giant donut.
It's a classic story. So it's a Saturday night, I believe, and it's MLK Day. And some guys come in, they try to take the giant donut off the wall, and there's this big pulling and pushing. They grab the donut, and so there's two of us working here pulling the donut, and they're pulling the donut. And all these other customers join in to try and help us save the donut. And they chase him down the street in an angry mob. And the guy's name was Niederbach. So all of our leftover donuts that were really crappy, we would sell for like a quarter and call them Niederbachs.
Do you have any Niederbachs on display?
Not on display, but it'd be pretty easy to make one. Probably find one somewhere. Yeah, there's a Niederbach right there.
Then there's the candy cane house I've been passing on the road for 5 years. It's down on Milwaukee by the river. Someone tells me it's a restaurant and candy shop. I decided to take a look inside and see what was going on.
Everything that you see was actually my idea.
Oh my God!
It was created for my daughter, and I wanted to build a place where people could really come and heal and just be kids again. And so we've kind of done that. All of the stuff that you see, we've done ourselves. We've had a lot of volunteer work by kids in the ministry, different people that have been here that we've helped through domestic violence or whatever. Neighbors in the community, my own kids. I now have a son also.
Wow.
And so it's been a labor of love, and it's an art project in the making. So there's a lot to see.
There's a lot to see, all right. It turns out that there's a whole ministry and non-profit and restaurant, coffee shop, and the place is more colorful on the inside. Maybe more people should quit their day job and start a candy cane house. That brings us to weird reason number 5. We love community. When I went to visit some of these businesses, thinking I was doing a piece on things that were weird, I was surprised to find that all of the businesses participated in community to the fullest. Keenest Candyland has placed 2,000 people in homeless shelters and domestic abuse shelters, and Voodoo Donuts gives to the homeless nightly. They're right next to a homeless shelter. And look at the squash meets jazz cabaret called Proper Eats. They have tons of community. Businesses seem to help community happen by allowing people to post notices. When you come to Portland, there's community and more where that came from. So to answer the question, is Portland, Oregon weird? I say yes. And let's keep it that way.